不脱衣服了。
Pardon, Miss Massa.
Je te dis son my plantation. I will make a gun play out of you.
Papa!
Tu me reprends une cure.
Unfair move. Bonsoir.
Hello, my name is Xenia Douglas.
And my name is Andretti George.
And we are your hosts for the virtual Emancipation Launch 2024.
Yes, for the next few minutes, we want you to join us as we reflect on St. Lucia's emancipation celebrations for the past 2 years.
And to see what's in store for this year. This year is special as we culminate the 3-year themed series, Enkindling Our Consciousness, which shaped 2022 and 2023's emancipation celebrations.
The theme for 2024 is called the Legacy Year. It's the final part of our 3-year series called Enkindling Our Consciousness.
Launched in 2022, Enkindling Our Consciousness seeks to signal the beginning of a renewed consciousness amongst us as a people.
Our main goal is to help everyone learn more about our history through fun programs and activities. We want people to appreciate our past.
And the experiences and the struggles our ancestors endured to influence who we have become as a people today.
We had some outstanding events like the drum and dance ritual. It was a big parade with drumming and dancing at dawn, just as the sun was coming up.
We also saw the unveiling of one hero of emancipation with the purpose of iconizing our heroes and rediscovering our history.
We've shared some special moments as a nation celebrating emancipation. Let's check out this video with highlights from 2022 and 2023.
About me finally feeling free.
What a day when the well run dry and the children ask you why.
Like a bridge over troubled waters,
I will lay me down.
They need to learn about their roots and culture and of their motherland, Africa.
Is the African in me? Shaka, Zulu.
This year, as we double down on grooming ownership of our past, expanding awareness and celebrating our heroes, we highlight the aspects of our culture and heritage that have become so ingrained as part of our social fabric. The drums were brought across by our African ancestors during the slavery period. We know that despite many attempts to rip away Africans' culture, the drums defined time and opposition and has grown to be a symbol of expression, rebellion, and celebration. The Art and the City Big Drum Project saw over 5 generations of drummers ranging from different ages and different parts of the island, coming together to learn, exchange techniques, and entertain. Let's take a look at this video.
Nous pas pour ça. Nous, c'est moun. Moi, c'est fleur. Bois, kaya. We will lead and we will fight against this injustice.
Drums have been super important in our emancipation celebrations for the past 2 years. They've led the Emancipation Day drums and dance ritual and have been a big part of ceremonies, recreation, and celebrations. St. Lucia is doing a great job keeping our drumming heritage alive and growing. As we keep preserving our heritage and spreading awareness, last year we honored 𝗘𝗺𝗎. Her bravery helped end the punishment of women slaves. During slavery and before emancipation, slaves often rebelled, and many of these uprisings were led by women like 𝗘𝗺𝗎.
Bonjour, nom c'est 𝗘𝗺𝗎 Douin, Emancipation. Action résistance moins te mène bout punition par pilori pour ces esclaves là. Yon image créative moins c'est un testament pour toute femme 𝗘𝗵𝗃 et génération yo de résistance, intelligence et force yo. Ça kay première image créative en femme 𝗘𝗵𝗃. Changer. Yon seule voix kay changer la terre pour faire pli meilleur.
Non! Mon Dieu! Non! Massa! Non!
The celebration of emancipation is a recognition of our past and an awareness of our strengths and struggles towards shaping our identity and building a nation. Enkindling our consciousness is a highly spirited celebration of our shared history. All the events will focus on the pivot from our past into facets of our arts, culture, politics, landscape, and people. One of the events includes the highly sought-after Emancipation Lecture. The Folk Research Center, FRC, continues to be the custodian of folk culture and language promoting, its use and preservation. Let's welcome FRC Director and representative of the Emancipation Committee, 𝗖𝗲𝗹𝗶𝗃 Joseph.
𝗘𝗺𝗵 bien important pour faire progrès, pour vivre et puis plus liberté et joindre émancipation. Esclavage est établi pour servir 𝗘𝗵𝗍𝗃 nous, pour profit et puis développement l'Europe. Dans système ça là, un chaque passe doit être fait pour détruire l'identité yo. Et puis langue créole là, la tenir fois pour faire assurer qui est mort. Et plus que ça pour développer ka chill et puis attitude kotli pour moun lever nez yo asui. Langue créole nous c'est une langue de résistance. Il amène l'histoire, créative et puis racine pour nous découvrir nous. Place recherche folklore ka continue pour encourager tout le monde pour parler créole et puis vivre la vie créole. Pour célébration émancipation, nous voulons juste cette ici connaître plus à ce développement créole et puis ces différents gars qui ont racine langue nous. Comme ça, nous avons un gros parole par cette ici Morgan Dalfinis qui va aider nous pour apprendre plus et puis comprendre qui manière langue créole la développer. Changer yon go grec créole la, de faire amèlement fête de nous. Ou c'est maman créole, moi c'est maman créole, nous c'est maman créole, à nous célébrer créole. Pour émancipation l'année ça là, à nous lever kachil nous.
And here's a dance performance from last year's Drums and Dance Rituals, followed by 𝗘𝗺𝗵𝗃, Business and Marketing Director of the CDF.
Today, our freedoms are threatened by societal divisions, social issues, crime, violence, loss of identity, lack of respect, and ungodly behavior. Tears of blood flow through our nation. The voices of the Negmawa screams in the pain at the legacy of our lost children and country. Our battles are no longer external conflicts, but internal manifestations. The spirits of the Negmawa can no longer rest while our children are in such turmoil. We implore you to listen to your ancestral messenger, 𝗘𝗺𝗵𝗃, as she leads you to fight like we once did in battles gone. Fight for your livelihoods. Fight for your identity. Fight for your health and future. Fight for Helen's soul.
Greetings to all citizens of St. Lucia, home and abroad. On behalf of the Board of Directors, Management and staff of the Cultural Development Foundation, it is indeed an honor to welcome you to the launch of our Emancipation celebrations for 2024. The Cultural Development Foundation has been the lead agency for Emancipation celebration for well over 20 years. CDF's mandate is ingrained in nurturing and promoting national identity while facilitating the development of artistic expressions to drive social transformation, nation building, and economic growth. We also believe that our past must inform our future and inspire us to continued growth as a people. This celebration is a collective consciousness that allows us to reflect on who we are as a people, allowing us to see ourselves in terms of our history and positioning ourselves for future advancement on the backbone of a cultural legacy that is strong, vibrant, and steeped in our values. Over the last 3 years, the Cultural Development Foundation has taken a conscious decision towards nation building and has championed our celebration of emancipation under the theme, Enkindling Our Consciousness. Enkindling Our Consciousness is geared towards bridging the gap between our communities from a series of activities held around our beautiful island from August 1st to 30th. The Cultural Development Foundation is extremely proud of its achievements over the last 3 years as we continue our primary focus on promoting culture and community. This 3rd year is a year of legacy as we close off the theme Enkindling Our Consciousness. We embark on this journey together, the CDF, its collaborators, and the people of St. Lucia as we chart the way forward for our future, guided from the visions of our past to what we want St. Lucia to be. Thank you.
And now for some facts.
Traveling saleswomen, also known as hucksters and merchants, traveled from plantation to plantation with trays on their heads containing madras handkerchiefs, prints, and so forth, which they would sell at an enormous rate for profit. The names of slaves were not recorded during the 1st century of slavery in St. Lucia. The first name register started in 1815 and was updated every 3 years until abolition in 1838. According to Sir John Jeremy, who in the 1830s became one of the strongest critics of St. Lucian's slave society, the prevailing culture was rooted in deep racist prejudice against black and colored people, underscored by a general carelessness regarding the value of human life per se. Here is a glimpse of CDF's Emancipation upcoming events.
A glimpse into the up and coming calendar of events for Emancipation 2024 and Kindling Our Consciousness. Emancipation Media Briefing 2024, a discussion on the legacy projects, the bust of 𝗵𝗵 and Memorial Wall 2025-2026 on Thursday, 18th July 2024. A panel discussion series on the voices of freedom, Mondays from 15th July to 26th of August 2024. Emancipation lecture from presenter, linguist, researcher, and Creole advocate, Dr. Morgan Dalfinis, on the topic St. Lucian Creole, uncovering history, heritage, resistance identity, rooted in language, on Monday, 29th July, and a repeat broadcast on the 1st of August, 2024. Staged reenactment of the Rabot Uprising, the story of the freedom fighter, 1796, Thursday, August 1st. Street names, Thursday, August 1st. Traditional African dance, Ghanaian Adowa and Keat, dancing ensemble, Thursday, August 1st to the 11th. Festa Boapé, Thursday, August 1st to the 3rd. Emancipation Facts PSA, Thursday, August 1st. Marcus Garvey's birthday, Saturday, August 17th. Lawas Festival Coronation in Moshi, Saturday, August 17th. Day of People of African Descent, Saturday, August 31st.
Emancipation celebrations planning usually starts at a policy level, with several stakeholders coming together to see its execution. At the helm of the preparation is the Ministry of Tourism, Investment, Creative Industries, Information, and Broadcasting. Let's take in some brief remarks from the Minister responsible, Honorable Dr. 𝗘𝗺𝗵𝗰.
As we approach the 3rd annual Emancipation Month celebrations, it's worth remembering that the decision to hold the 3 consecutive annual monthly celebrations was a manifestation of the government's vision for emancipation upon taking office. In fact, the decision was announced in the very first address by the Prime Minister to the nation, only 5 days after the July 26 general elections, and even before his cabinet was sworn in. The last 2 years of celebrating emancipation is part of that vision, manifested too in the unveiling of murals on the CDC buildings in Castries, the unity of agencies to collaborate, observing events in communities and linking them to our history, like the unfolding of the story of 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗁 as the first event in 2022, to retelling of the story of the 1796 Rabot Uprising in Soufrière, from that of a simple regular uprising to a revolution that preceded Haiti's independence declaration in 1804. The decision to host an annual Emancipation Month aims to foster nation building, independence, and a broader vision for national development. It is not just a multicultural celebration, but also a history-based process that's also linked to other sectors like education, history, and cultural tourism. Another aim was to include African and Caribbean history and the Creole language in the school's curriculum. Emancipation Month is also about building national identity and pride through erecting the bust of 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗁, identifying more emancipation heroes, and embarking on more legacy projects for the future. With this third celebration of Emancipation Month, the plan is to consolidate the gains of the first two, and we look forward to the third edition of activities this year from 31st July to 31st August 2024. I invite all St. Lucians, let's celebrate and give meaning to emancipation. I thank you.
This comes to the end of the virtual launch of Emancipation 2024.
Thank you so much for joining us and taking time to see what's in store for this year's celebration.
This year's theme is Enkindling Our Consciousness, the Legacy Year, an ode to our heroes taking ownership of the true meaning and purpose of emancipation.
Aiming to bring into focus and awareness the triumphs of the past and our journey into shaping a new future.
We encourage you to take some time to be a part of the celebrations this year.
If you can't come out in person to all the activities, be sure to catch them live on all major broadcasting platforms.
Remember, this is our season and our time as a nation to celebrate our heritage, culture, and history. Emancipation is for all of us.
Thanks again for joining us. Until next time.
Goodbye.
Mais ouais, ça y a fait baiser moi. Nous qu'à faire bail soir. Ça pas vrai. On fait un mouvement. Bêtise. On vous faire bagaille. Nous qu'à faire bagaille. On fait un mouvement. On soir. Tiwe. Lucia, on aller. Chis.
Anytime there is a sugar shortage, to my ancestors I pay homage. Slavery was like hell on earth to go through. Yo joint 𝗘𝗺𝗵𝗰𝗶 Slaves were the first planters of sugar cane, which is more addictive than pure cocaine. If massa still cashing in for sugar the world craving, then they'll have to pay reparations today. 400 years of free labor, resistance met with torture. For our ancestors, sugar wasn't sweet, whether cotton or sugar cane. Had to toil, whether sun or rain. For our ancestors, sugar wasn't sweet. You know what? So we demand adequate.
On fait un mouvement. On soir.